We all know that NTIs and point stops, they distalize the condyle. Hear stuff like that all the time. That's another TM Da Vinci code. The reason why we think anterior midpoint stop devices, quote, distalize the condyle, because we've been staring at our articulator since the first day of dental school. It's all gravity-based. Articulators clench all night long, every one of them. And if you went to Southern Cal where I went, where it's hot in the summertime, you do a full arch wax up, you never let those teeth touch the lower model at nighttime. You've got that incisal guide pin because it'll just melts, it gets so hot. So you drop the incisal guide pin, drop it down, boop, boop, and all of a sudden the condyle seems to be going distal into the fossa. If you could just make the articulator the way it's supposed to be, with the maxilla stable, muscles of elevation only have their unique orientation. Their design is always superior anterior. There isn't any other way for that condyle to go than superior anterior. It doesn't matter what happens out here. The force vectors are always the same. Now, if you had an NTI device that was really weird and the patient bit down, it hurts their incisors, they will come back the next morning. If you didn't pay attention, they'll come back and their teeth are super sore because you didn't get it right. You didn't get the plastic perpendicular to the incisal edge. So I flip this thing around. Let's take this here and flip it upside down as if you had an upper NTI device. And this is a lower incisor contacting a discluding element. We want to know, why do we think that that would distalize a condyle? Here's Jeff Okeson's textbook on how to make a flat plane splint. First thing you do, you make a flat plane and you can add a little bump here in the front. And he says, don't forget, the functional pull of the major elevator muscles will seat the condyles in their most superior anterior position. That's because the force vector is superior anterior. That's why it does it. There isn't anywhere else it's going to go. He said, but look out, if you make this thing angled, there'll be a distal incline. It'll deflect the mandible posteriorly. This isn't gravity-based like on an articulator. This is a real mandible. There is no way to deflect a mandible distally. Now, if you're making this in the chair and this thing is angled, the patient bites down, they go, that's weird, and they'll pull their jaw backwards. As they bite and squeeze, they go, it hurts. Oh no, I'm distalizing the condyle. Well, they're responding to the strain of their incisor. So these force vectors, you don't get to change those force vectors. Those are always anterior superior. That's where that condyle is going. Here's another example. If you change it the wrong way, you'll deflect the mandible anterior. It's not possible. You'll deflect the incisor anterior, you'll push it forward, the tooth will hurt. That's not going anywhere.